Crazy, the pretty big favorites coming into this one. Not unfair to say. Infamous have had mixed results recently, but this is a lineup with potential, and improvement will be seen eventually. Will it be seen in this game? I think we're going to find out. I think Crazy are definitely a formidable opponent, but definitely an opponent they can bring down if they bring their A game.
Yeah, I think so. I think Crazy, they played against Four Zoomers yesterday, and they probably found out a lot of their flaws in terms of why they lost. This is a very smart team. AUI, Moon Meandered, both of these guys were my ex teammates. I know exactly how they think, and they will not let go until they figure out exactly the reason for their loss. Right. So today, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come back. They're gonna fix up their drafts a little bit. They're gonna play better. They're gonna group up more, and try to take the right objectives in the right place on the map. Take over the areas of the map that they gotta do, and I felt like that was their biggest issue. And Infamous, I don't know too much about these guys, but I do feel like they will be performing better than how. Sorry, not Thunder Predators. In the last game we had Midas Club, right? Yeah, how Midas Club were playing. So
yeah, I think
more
we'll see a little bit more.
Mm-hmm, that's for sure. Midas Club just kind of felt like they just were completely outclassed by Quincy Crew. That's for sure. But Crazy, though, they do value lanes as well. They're very similar, actually, to how Quincy Crew play. A little bit more on the lane shoving abilities and farming on their side of the map, though, on the side of Crazy, and less on playing up in your face and up in your jungle and trying to build up the lead from killing you and suppressing you.
Yeah, for sure. It's maybe could be considered a regional weakness of SA as the laning phase, but to be honest, Thunder Predator have had some pretty good lanes coming out, and Beast Scouts definitely as well, pretty solid laners as well. So I think it's just a kind of common theme with the underdog teams, is that laning phase is something which they often need to work on, and it's very easy time to see where the skill difference comes into play. So it's. We'll see how they manage to do, how they do against this Crazy team. But Crazy going to start things off with a tiny first pick. Interesting. And no Clinks banned out, no Batrider banned out, no Underlord banned out in the first phase. So, probably going to see a different mix of heroes this time around.
I really don't know why. Or maybe HFN just doesn't play Clinks, right? Like yesterday when Crazy... they're the ones who are banning the Clinks out, even though that was those super OP Clinks before he was nerfed, right? Even though they had first pick, they were not willing to pick it up. So I assume HFN is not really playing that. And the tiny pick, this is a very different draft from Crazy. They didn't play it in as of recent times, but ever since the new update, they played it one time on Brio. Now that might be Brio playing it again and trying to be the space maker with the Tiny. I think that's how they see Tiny, like just a mid-hero space maker, can get power runes really easily, rotate around with the bottle and such, but at the same time can also scale with the new tree grab, this Echo Saber build. It's going to be returning, I think, for Tiny players, that's for sure. And they're going to go with the Lion here. Okay, solid disable hero. He did get buffed up recently. Let me go ahead and take a look so I can tell you exactly what the buffs were.
Yeah, some changes to his talents, I remember that much at least. But this Tiny Lion combo, a lot of lockdown, a lot of burst, a lot of disable between these two heroes. A bit of team fighting, and this Crazy team is going to look quite formidable in terms of just going out and murdering these poor lads on the side of Infamous. But a bit of better coming back with the Legion Commander, Bane Legion. It's often considered counter to Legion the Bane, but you got some debuffs there. Anti-debuffing, purging on the Legion Commander with the W spell, which can be quite nice against the Lion or Tiny.
Yeah, that hero is actually really good. I think the Legion Commander, I've mentioned it before, it can really snowball or help another hero on your team snowball with that second skill. But yeah, Lion, his buffs were base attack speed increase from 100 to 115, which is really nice. So he's going to be getting in a lot more right clicks. There's a lot of damage. That's a pretty big damage upgrade. Base armor increased by 1. Then his talents became level 10 talent. They changed it to 15% mana drain slow instead of 75 cast range. And on level 15 talent, they removed the mana drain slow and added 150 cast range, which is really, really nice instead.
Yeah.
Then his level 15 talent, he's got a -2 second Earth Spike cooldown, and his level 20 talent, he's got that +20 finger up that damage per kill. So now Lion's gonna go for the 70 damage on level 10, which is great. And with the attack speed buff that he got too, it's gonna help him quite a bit to do a lot of damage. And then on the level 15, he's gonna get that 150 cast range. But the biggest thing is definitely his armor buff and the attack speed buff. So he's got a lot more of a laning presence compared to before, which was actually his biggest weakness. His laning was freaking atrocious. Couldn't really do much. But that could be a position 5, by the way, on the Lion, I think.
Well, really, Lion 5 coming back. I thought that was a thing of long ago, but you think it's still viable?
It's possible. It's definitely possible, especially with the armor and the attack speed increase. He can dish out a lot of damage, especially if you got a strong core, a strong carry in your lane. I expect like a Lion TB, for example, to be able to have a lot of kill potential on your opponent in the laning stage.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so we'll keep an eye out to see where this line is going eventually. Meanwhile, it is now on Infamous to pick up the next hero of the draft. And, the way I see it, both teams kind of going with a lot of single target to start things off. And now we're going to start to see some team fighters coming out. Has got the Spectre and the Phoenix banned out by Crazy. And Infamous are going to get rid of the Arc Warden, the Ursa, and the Troll. So, yeah, looking to get rid of those big hard carries. And now they're going to grab themselves a Lina on Infamous. So this could be a mid, this could be a 5. This could be a... it could be a 4, sorry.
4. Yeah,
Bane's going to be the 5, yeah.
I think Lina 2 and 4 are very, very good in this patch. Especially if you got the right carry. Like Lina with Anti-Mage, Lina with Spectre. These seem to be really strong combos currently. Because Lina can buy you a lot of time in terms of protecting your mid lane, making sure that your tower doesn't die, the lane's always pushed out. Rotating around, getting lanes pushed out, and then your AM Inspector can just hit their timings without too much pressure being applied on their team.
Yeah, it's a big point. We'll see what Crazy respond to this one with. I mean, I'm assuming this Tiny's going to be mid. I reckon the line's going to be 4, but as okay, could be in the 5 position, but feels like, I don't know, it's kind of awkward because, you like magic resistance versus Lina, but then you don't like, stuff like Lycia and Jug are pretty bad against Bane, so they go for the Wraith King. Okay, this was actually something I was thinking. I was slowly cycling around to this point, but Wraith King's a great hero in this kind of game, where you can just kind of sit on the front lines. You can duel him, you can burst him, you can do anything you want him. He's got a second life. He's going to be absolutely fine with that, and no mana drain in the team as of yet. Although, actually, doesn't Bane ulti drain mana?
Bane ulti, yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. It's not a tiny amount. It's actually a big amount, but I don't think... it's gonna matter that much for the Wraith. He's gonna have like a magic stick or something, and it's gonna be all right.
Alrighty.
It depends on like how much, how long it lasts, right? It's just 5%, so it's based off your mana pool. So if you don't have a big mana pool, you're not gonna be getting drained a whole lot.
Anti-Mage has to be a consideration for Infamous here, though, for the early Wraith King kills.
Yeah,
and pretty good against Lion, although there's a lot of lockdown as well, and with the Avalanche, it can be annoying because you can't counterspell it.
Yeah, and it's also Tree Grab plus Echo Saber is really annoying for Anti-Mage as well. So even though he does have that magic resist, if he ever blinks in and he gets comboed, it's still going to lose a big chunk of his health, and he can get focused on. Anti-Mage actually doesn't like to play against so many disables or fights that he can't blink into, typically.
Yeah. Can be a problem. What else?
But
could
with
we
Bane,
go? We could go PL for the mana drain. We could go. Oh, they
go with the AM.
There
we go. We got it. So Crazy have 2 more picks here. They can pick something an offlane hero that can actually punish AM. Legion Commander would have been the best, and I think Kazu plays amazing Legion Commander as well. Unfortunately, it's already been taken by Infamous. So let's see what they're gonna get from their memory bank here on the side of Crazy. What's available that I can take? Mars isn't too bad, but obviously you're gonna get all your mana drain, and he has very expensive skills.
Yeah, the physical damage is quite nice into the Anti-Mage, though.
Axe could be kind of interesting, but there's not enough like burst damage available on the side of Crazy, right? I mean, Tiny is good. Lion is okay.
It's kind of annoying to play Axe into Bane and Lina as well, because you jump into the fight and you just immediately get slept or let strike a raid or anything like that.
Or yelled up by the Lina too.
Yeah, if she gets heals as well, it's a lot of problems. Yeah, let's a Beastmaster instead. Sure.
Okay, that's great.
Still hanging around.
It's not the best hero into laning, but later on, it's just so annoying for AM to try and farm because Crazy's gonna group up as 5 at some point, push towers, and he push very, very fast with the Beastmaster, right? So AM can't actually split push fast enough, apply enough pressure onto Crazy to force them back when there's a Beastmaster on the side of Crazy. They actually have 4 freaking stuns on their lineup. This AM has to play against 4 stuns. It's gonna be a very
not only that, but also you have this way of like just pushing in lanes really quickly and like taking objectives really fast, which I think is just fundamentally the Beastmaster plays at a way which counters anti-mage as well. So the Roar is one thing, and then like the Inner Beast and Necro and all the creeps he summons is another. So I think it's a tough game for anti-mage right now.
That's for sure. So I do feel like they should put the Lina middle in this game. I don't like the Lina as a position 4. And they should pick another position 4.
Why don't you like Lina as the pos 4?
Because I can't imagine another mid lane right now who can do as much space creation as a Lina can, where it can just keep pushing out the lanes and such. Like, Kunkka could be a good pick, possibly, for Infamous. Apart from Kunkka, I think there isn't too many great options. And Lina position 4 is not going to be able to create the space that she needs. She's playing against too many disables. She needs a lot of items so she doesn't get bursted by a tiny and such, right? So as a position 2, you're going to get enough farm to be able to do that. But as a position 4, you're probably going to be a lot of food against a tiny mid lane.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're a good gank target.
Yeah. Even as a position 4 tiny, that could be a position 4 tiny. Now, AM will get more free farm bottom if it's a position 4 tiny, though. But other than that, even as a position 4 tiny, like Lina is going to be very scared to deal with that hero.
Let's see. I mean, the final bans from Crazy are going to be the Timbersaw and the Viper. So they're saying, we're probably having the Lina in the 4 position.
Yeah.
And getting rid of those annoying heroes.
Queen of Pain banned out. And DP, okay. So they actually expect the Tiny to be a support this game. And they're going to pick another mid laner. And they are. So they're going to steal the Kunkka. Indeed, yeah. Okay, I like that.
Okay.
I actually like that from Crazy. Because Kunkka is very good against Lina, even as a core or a support.
Great against Legion Commander as well. And anti-mage.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. You got oh my goodness, they have so many disables on the side of Crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. This is actually insane. I don't know how AM's going to enter team fights against these 3 strength heroes. He doesn't even have a good mana boy target.
Dude. He needs a BKB, yeah.
You can burn the mana Wraith King, right? But once he hits level 20, he's not even going to care about his mana anymore. Oh, that's a solid pickup. Monkey King here. Yeah, as soon as you see the Kunkka...
Kunkka is getting so much better as well.
Right. So as soon as you see the Kunkka, you're like, okay, I guess we got to not have this Lina on a core. She's not going to have a good game no matter what. So might as well just get another mid laner who can have a good lane. Now, Monkey versus Kunkka is kind of weird, right? Monkey can dominate the Kunkka in the lane, but later when the Kunkka has his X mark ready, if you got TPs coming into the mid lane, the Monkey will die, right? You can X mark, you have 4 seconds for your supports to come in. The Monkey is going to get torrented, then maybe he gets Tiny Toss comboed or Lion Stun Hexed. And Monkey's also playing against 5 stuns this game. It's also extremely scary.
There's a lot coming down for sure. It's not an easy game for either of these heroes, but to be honest, there's no hero which they're going to pick at mid where I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that guy loves getting stunned up and killed.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one that happens to except maybe Wraith King.
Right, that's where the Timbersaw was like a really solid ban, right? Because even if you stun up those Timber, he's so tanky, he could probably get through all of it, right? And then start killing heroes, especially with these 3 strength guys. So that was a very solid ban out from Crazy, because the Timber mid this game could have been super annoying for them to deal with.
Alright then, those are our drafts, and I think for us, we are probably favouring Crazy just for the amount of lockdown, the amount of fighting they have, and the amount of pressure they can put onto this anti-mage lineup. But I do like this Monkey King. I really do like this Monkey King. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. We're going to find out. I would say it's about 60-40 to Crazy, but when you take the skill differences into account, that kind of becomes more like a 75-25 difference. But I'm definitely excited to see what Infamous can do with this draft. What say you, Theban?
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, I'm also on the side of crazy here with these heroes. I think they're just gonna group up, and this AM's not gonna have any chance. And the Monkey King with the Legion Commander is not gonna be able to create enough space in this game to buy enough time for Anti-Mage, unless Anti-Mage completely destroys his lane, which is very unlikely considering Beastmaster Tiny. You know, they're 2 strength heroes and not that easy to kill off, right?
Certainly not. Certainly not. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on the Bane as well to get some good Nightmare cancels out on some of these spells, you know, like the X Marks, the Torrents coming down, stuff like that. You know, if you can get a little bit of saves from any of these big nukes coming in onto those heroes, then they might help them survive through the horrendous amount of damage that's going to be coming out of crazy this game.
To battle.
Oh my goodness, Anti-Mage. This Bane's taunt is so hilarious. With the cheese.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. He just waves cheese around in the air. Why? What's Bane got to do with cheese? Is cheese nightmares? Is that the...
Maybe it's meant to be distracting, you know?
The battle begins.
And what kind of music is that? Is that like Italian or French or?
Yeah, sounds like some kind of, definitely some sort of European violin. I don't know. It's so confusing, man. Nobody knows what it's about. I think it's just a reference to cheese before bedtime, giving you nightmares, and that's about as far as it goes.
I see. They should use pizzas. They should have made it full coconut, you know?
What does pizza before bed give you nightmares?
Yeah. That's
okay.
a very common. That's like a well-known. Like greasy food in general gives you nightmares.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Thanks for the hot tip, guys. Don't eat any greasy food before bed. Alrighty, let's get started with these lanes. So up at the top lane, we're going to have Kezu on the Beastmaster with Moon Meander on the Tiny versus Excelgud on his Bane and Pekkas on the Anti-Mage. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, we're going to have HFN and Aoi on the Wraith King and the Lion with that lovely Skeleton King Immortal set versus Michael on the Lina and Pepita on the Legion Commander. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, you've got KXY on the Monkey King versus Brawl on the Conquer. And I want to talk about this matchup a little bit here as Brawl's immediately getting jumped on by KXY. I mean, KXY is being bullied towards poor old Brawl here, but I think the armor buff is definitely making this matchup, which was already pretty good for the Monkey King, probably even worse for the Conquer.
Yeah, that's for sure. I don't really expect Brawl to have that good of a lane, and he's probably just going to focus on stacking up the medium camp or the small camp and just trying to get some XP there, because what he wants to do is try to get to level 6 as quickly as he can, so he can get that X-Mark combo and get people to TP in. It looks like top lane Moon Meander tried to pull a creep wave, but he couldn't get the creeps to follow him. He wanted to get it behind the tower so he can get his level 2 right away. That's what you normally want to do with the Tiny. Get your level 2, you're super strong, you know, you can toss people into your tower and then stun them up. But they're going to be... his plans are going to be slowed down just a little bit because he kind of made a mistake.
Yeah, it's really hard to pull creep waves past a Bane anyway, though. I mean, level 1 it's okay because he goes Brain Tap, but level 2 will get the Nightmare, and then it becomes impossible for the Tiny, basically. He's getting a Nightmared up, and then the creeps ignore him.
Yep. It looks like they're doing really well in this bottom lane, too. The Lina and the Legion Commander. The creeps are in front of the Legion's tower, and he's already ahead as well in last hit, so... Damn, this is going to be very tough. He's already lost all his regen, too, on the Wraith King now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough lane for old Crazy down here, that's for sure. HFN on the Wraith King, not the strongest laner in the world. I mean, he does do a decent amount of damage though. 69 damage at level 2 is nothing to shake a stick at, that's for sure.
Yeah, we should also mention they changed Vampiric Aura now, so it's a lot more lifesteal than it was before, and it also works on range heroes. I mean, obviously, Lion is not gonna... Well, with that plus 70 damage, though, you know, you got the Lion. Life stealing, right, with his level 10 talent.
Yeah, and they... I don't know, did they change the skeleton damage to get a bit better since they don't get the extra damage from Vampiric Aura anymore? No, I don't know.
Yeah. It does, yeah, just by 5. They just increase it by 5, that's it. It's going to be a pretty slow early game. Both teams don't really have a whole lot of kill potential, like Wraith King and Lion do, but I think the Legion, as long as he has the overwhelming odds ready, Sorry, not over. The pressy attack ready is not gonna matter too much. Mid lane though. Oh, they're trying to make a play. Moon Meander. Yikes.
Moon on the
He's got
run.
boots. He's got boots. He's good.
Yeah, that wasn't the smoothest of ganks, but nevertheless, they're going to try and relieve some pressure on the Kunkka. Doesn't really work out for the best though in the end.
Oh, it almost turned out to be a disaster because if Tiny dies, it gives the first. That's exactly what the monkey wants this game.
Yeah, sure.
A juicy
That'd be a huge
first blood
problem.
kill.
Got to be careful, Moon Meander.
I mean,
Respect the Monkey King.
Brow's actually not doing that bad. He's already level 5. About to be 5.5 if he kills the wave here. Or he's going to... Oh, look at this. He's got a nice juicy stack going. This is going to be his level 6 if he kills this. Yeah, he can definitely farm it.
Do you immediately move top with this then? With Moon Meander coming back to the lane at the same time?
I don't think so. I think you should try to kill the monkey with your X-Mark combo. Like, you can even bring the Tiny mid and then Lion can just TP in when the X-Mark comes out. Because you 100% want to kill a monkey right now. He's a lot more valuable.
And there it is, level 6 gained
now,
from that stack. This is going to be a surprise for the monkey, I believe. Now, is anybody coming in to join in the kill onto... oh, he's actually jumping up onto the trees here, bro. I was going to see him, though. Has got the X marks available, but it's going to use a torrent over towards the Monkey King here to bully him
to get
back.
the bottom refill. Yeah, Moon also rotated bottom first to get the bounties there, but the Lina managed to snag one.
Yeah,
they got
still 3 going crazy.
Or 3, sorry, 3. Yeah, they got 3. Yeah, that's good.
You get baited by the
here we go.
Sometimes. It happens.
The rotation mid from Crazy. So the catapult is here. Level 6 Kunkka. It's go time. Try to apply some pressure. Moonmiander needs like a little bit more XP though.
Yeah, they've got a ward on Aoi here, but he's going to walk into the Monkey King, which could actually cause him some trouble. Luckily, there is Tiny behind him, Bryle as well in the neighborhood, so KXY is just going to chill out and hit some creeps. Knows that this rotation was coming. He seemed to be very aware that this was coming in, didn't want to dangle himself in lane because of it.
I mean, they still have the catapult alive. They're trying to find somewhere where they can utilize this catapult pressure, either the mid lane or the bottom. Dire already noticed that the line was mid, so they're rotating there, but the Legion is the one who's going to be left exposed.
Pepita getting jumped right now. HFN does get the crit onto him. Needs a little bit more, though, and Pepita will be able to just press the attack himself away from this one.
And he's got healing self. Oh, mid tower is going to take a little bit of damage, but there's no supports coming here. I feel like they're wasting this really fast level 6 from the Kunkka. He's actually level 7 now. They definitely should have tried something, at least like bring him low enough so he can't actually defend the tower. But Brow's actually applying a lot of pressure onto this tower.
He is, yeah, he's keeping this catapult alive, just pushing the wave in. Fortification even coming out here, probably for... No, it's just a mid wave and bottom wave. Whilst two towers are taking damage from catapults, just get that fortify in, increase the duration. Very nicely done from Crazy here, just finding a lot of efficiency across 2 lanes with that fortification. And even top as well, actually. All 3 towers getting pressured by the catapult. Yeah, that's insane.
This is really good. I mean, Crazy are very calculated.
He needs a crit. He needs a crit. He needs the crit. Oh, I don't think he's going to find it. No, Pepita will get away this time around. HFN, the silly Mortal Strike didn't quite come out for him, despite the 13% chance. Still pretty low, to be fair.
So I just want to mention, with them playing around the mid and the bottom lane, this gave a 1v1 situation for the Beastmaster against the Anti-Mage. And now Beastmaster just took a tower on his own, like that. So
yeah,
that's amazing. Sometimes there are teams who try to play with the Beastmaster and try to take the tower, but Crazy are doing the opposite, where they're trying to play away from the Beastmaster so he can take the tower on his own. And this has boosted his net worth, his experience like crazy. He's the highest in the game. The second is the Kunkka from the stack that he took and the level 6 power spike that he hit, which made Monkey King extremely scared and not able to stay around the mid lane. So Crazy doing a lot of calculated plays and taking advantage of the small little, map timings with the catapults to gain an advantage. They weren't actually doing too well in the lanes, right? They had Infamous had more assets and they were ahead in XP, but just those little tricks that Crazy done have put them in a very good position in this game now.
Yeah, they really are. They're killing it right now. And I think Infamous, they've got to be a little bit worried. I mean, not just yet going horrifically wrong. They've still got decent farm on their Monkey King, on their Anti-Mage. Legion not too far behind as well. But things could start to go really badly a few more minutes into this game if Crazy keep on playing at the pace they are. And HFN, is he going for the Midas this game? He's currently got Phase Boots and a Glove of Haste. Now, the attack speed is very valuable on the Wraith King due to this Mortal Strike, but does he actually want to go for the full Midas this game? Or what else could he work towards?
I think he just got the gloves for the attack speed, right?
Yeah, this is something HFN does a lot. HFN and Hector love getting casual Gloves of Haste.
I've seen a lot of Wraith King just buy like 2 Gloves of Haste, just for the farming. I mean, it's like 40 attack speed, it's great. And then you just build up to whatever other items you want. I would imagine Radiance is still a very good item for him this game. Maybe he's thinking about going Armlet because he's playing as the anti-mage. Really good to trade with him. Huge crits. Mid
lane, that is a dead Moon Meander, and our first blood at 7 minutes 50 into this game. A very late one. And Braille gonna miss the boat as well. Does get those creeps, but Braille could actually be in some trouble here. KXY and Axel good getting on top of him, but Braille backs away, and they don't go for the play there. Spells on cooldown from the kill on to the Lion, I guess. Sorry, the Tiny.
Hello? Oh, he wants to get that bottle first, and then he's going back and get the brooch.
Yeah, I mean, the reason Moon was mid because he's level 2, by the way.
Wow. Moon gets the brooch.
Thank God.
So happy.
So nice sleep from Excel good as well, actually, as he was going to die if he got X marks torrented there, but just turns around with sleep. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, they do kill off AOI.
Mr. Anti-Mage, uh-oh, he's gonna get tossed up, roared up, bam, oh.
They don't get him though.
Yeah, he didn't want to get the counter spell to pop there, right? But actually, if he picked the Primal Roar on Anti-Mage's portrait, he could have got him. He was waiting for him to come back down, but then he already blinked away.
That's a shame, but good tip. Yeah, if you cut Primal Roar up at the top of the screen, then you can just get it more on it, as you say, click him and then click the portrait as well. 2 ways of doing that.
So they get the mid tower. That's a huge win. Oh boy, Monkey King.
In comes a turret, in comes a boat. Nice 2-man stun from Aoi as well as the toss comes in from the backlines. Moon Meander will go down, but they get KXY and Michael from this quick play in the middle lane from Crazy. This is a lot of pressure being applied by them right now, so they're just moving around the map together. Pakas trying to find the Wraith King here and trying to suck away a bit of his mana. But he doesn't care. HFN doesn't even have the spell leveled up. He's just ready to rock up into any lane he wants and try and start pushing some pressure. And AM trying to find some farm in the enemy jungle at this point. He's only got a Perseverance and Power Treads. He's just trying to farm anywhere he can. Meanwhile, Bryle on the run, but there is going to be the duel coming out from the Legion Commander. Kunkka being held still right now. Is there a team to help him out here? Doesn't seem like there is, and he is just going to die. Meanwhile, Aoi goes in from behind. He steals the Bounty Rune. Fortunately, misses the stun. The Gouda Blade being thrown into his butt here, as it does look like Aoi is going to fall eventually. He's up my ground. KXY is trying to face this one as fast as he can, and does have the phase boost, so can finish the job.
Got him. I mean, that Bounty Rune probably wasn't really worth it, but yeah. I mean, you saw that play middle where the Monkey King, there's like a barrage of stuns flying at him and he just died. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen for the remainder of this game. It's gonna give you a barrage of stuns until you get like a BKB on this Monkey King. And the thing is, we're talking about how it's not that bad for Infamous, but to be honest, this is the timing where they should be strong, because when the AM gets Battle Fury, that's the time where he's very sensitive and is not going to be able to take any fights whatsoever. So Crazy being up right now is going to make Infamous's weak timing even weaker at this point. So I'm kind of scared for him. They better start making some moves on this map and creating some good fights.
Bottom lane, a little bit of pressure, a little bit of poking, a little bit of flirtation between the two teams here, as Kessie really wants to start putting some pressure onto this build on tier 1 tower, and probably will be able to do so, but Pepina's very annoying with this overwhelming odds, along with Michael with the wave clear from him. They've got a lot to stop this Beastmaster from just running lanes down.
Yep, so for Infamous, the only way that they can take team fights is if they go from behind and try to catch off the supports or somebody who's alone right away and try to make the fights more favorable by outnumbering Crazy, right? For Crazy, the way they want to take fights is just go straight ahead. They go straight ahead, they X-mark the first person they see, they pop them, you know, and just keep killing them one by one and utilize all the auras and these massive amount of disables they have. So whenever Infamous get their smokes broken, it's terrible.
Can he finish the job? He certainly can, but Excelgood rocking around the back lines here, and they've got the duel as well. This is one dead-ass lion. You know, Bryle flirting with the idea of coming back in here, but just have to be a little bit cautious. Throws down the torrent, lands onto the Bane here, and he actually gets the ball to take off the Nightmare, and Bryle will be able to run down Excelgood here. Pretty cheeky.
Straight to the bottom with
Look at Moon, he's almost got his blink.
I don't even know where that ball came from. Kezi wasn't even in that fight, but he just sent his ball over, and apparently that was enough to take the Nightmare away. Very nicely done from him.
He's about to get his Necro 3 as well. I don't know, man. I don't know. At this rate, I'm feeling like Crazy are on the verge to taking all the 6 towers within 20 minutes.
Maybe. I mean, they need to hurry up because none of the tier 2s have fallen just yet, nor taken much damage, but I'm sure they're going to start taking control of this middle area here, and then push in these 2 waves, and that's going to be very annoying for the side of Infamous to deal with. They can't really come into this area. They can't evade this this high ground and stop Crazy playing here, I don't think. Not with their anti-mage. Anti-mage, he is going to hit a good timing on the Battle Fury at the very least. You know, he's nearly there. He's been left pretty much alone here, but I don't think Crazy mind. You know, their game plan isn't to stop the AM farming. Their game plan is just to play faster than him.
Well, if they're going to get a Battle Fury on him, the Raid Team's going to have Radiance, Beastmaster is going to have Necro 3, Kunkka already has an Armlet. Like, Crazy are like battle ready, right? Anti-Mage after Battle Fury, he still needs Manta and a Halberd before he's battle ready. So he's still about 10 minutes away from being battle ready on the AM. Look at this smoke up right here. They can toss the Beastmaster in and get a nice roar on somebody. They're actually baiting HFN super hard right now. They know this is happening. Oh boy. Infamous, you better get out.
The Hog down on top of them as well as all the smoke's popped. They're looking over towards the Anti-Mage. He's already used the counter spell. Now they're on top of him, and a finger comes in to finish off the Anti-Mage. A violent engagement up in the top lane leads to their carry being dead on the side of Infamous. He did just about finish the Battle Fury. He's got the broadsword on the courier, but unfortunately being dead means he can make absolutely zero use of it for the time being. A great movement from Crazy, perfectly predicting Infamous's movement and punishing accordingly.
I think there's a tier 2 tower. They just don't have any way of defending this. They cannot fight into a Necro 2. Sorry, Necro 3. That's a Necro 3, yes.
Yeah, it is. They've got the True Sight Aura now as well, so that's going to allow them to just clear the map of any wards as well. So much annoying stuff. They're trying to kill off the Necro unit here as well, but Pepita could be in some trouble. Necro units start chunking away at him. They have got the Roar available, and they're going to use it onto the Bane instead of onto Pepita, the main target, just allowing them to deal with damage to the Legion Commander. But Legion Commander is still able to run herself away. Excelgood, we are just taking a ton of damage there from Bryle's Tidebringer, but HFN just chilling on the front lines with the Sacred Relic. Doesn't even have the Radiance finished yet, but still just wants to be playing with his team, pushing these towers and tightening the choke on Infamous here. TP in from Pepita again. Pretty far on the front lines, actually.
Monkey though. This is a really good position for Monkey.
Stuns. Yeah, he's right behind here, trying to find Aoi, but it gets hexed up. Can't actually get off the bound to strike. Does have the Jingu. Wants to throw it down here. And he looks towards the Kunkka, and Kunkka is actually going to get killed off.
Oh, not bad. I mean, this all started because Kezu got too greedy and roared the Bane instead of the Legion Commander, right? So the Legion TP back in, defended his tower, but that should have been just a super clean kill on this LC. Roar her, get her out, take the tier 2, take the outpost, control the map. So sometimes, you know, being greedy is gonna cost you a lot, and that's what happened just here. They were able to defend the tower, and they got the Kunkka kill.
Uh-oh, Pepita in a bit of trouble right now as Kezu and HFN start getting to work. They're trying to close down the gap, but once again, you know, no Roar available. Pepita's very fast with this Phase Boots Drums build here, and I don't think they actually have the speed to trace him down, so Pepita would just be able to run himself away. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, though, the Wraith King actually finishes off his Radiance, but in the middle lane, they've got themselves a tiny, it looks like. Light Striker Ray comes down. There is a torrent to hold things up.
He needs one gold.
Run, little moon, run, and he is actually going to survive. Legion trying to come in around the sidelines here, but the Roar now going to be thrown onto the right target. They're going to get the Legion Commander stunned up. Bryle coming in, trying to deal with damage. The boat will finish off Pepita. Now he looks for more. He hasn't got the next marks for another 3 seconds there, so Excelgood will be able to escape, but I think they want to put some pressure on some towers. Crazy as it is to think about. Meanwhile, Aoi, he's having some trouble with Pakas in the bottom lane, actually. He's going to chase him off, though. He wants these creeps more than he wants some heroes.
Dire's middle tower is under
Although,
attack.
there is a monkey
Dire's top
jumping
tower
around
has
some
fallen.
trees, seeing what there is to see.
Radiant
Trying to get
are
on top of the
scanning.
lion. The monkey versus the lion. Yeah, they're picking. They
Oh,
know
boy.
where he's up. He's round his
got
head.
it, yeah.
Oh, owie. You are rumble.
triple stun,
3-man
Ravage.
stun, but unfortunately, not going to help him out much in this situation. But Mimianda wrapping around the back here, trying to get the kill onto Excel good. And these Necro units might just be able to bring him down, finishing him off with some axes up. Never mind, the Archer's going to do it. They'll get themselves a return kill onto Excel good, and they just want to get themselves out on the side of Infamous there. I mean, this is not bad from Infamous. I mean, okay, they lost their top tier 2 tower, but at the same time, they moved a lot of heroes down to bottom. They stopped a lot of heroes from pushing on the side of Crazy. They get themselves a lion kill in the process as well. Unfortunately, KYX, like, whoa, what the? Oh, he's all over the place right now. Gets tossed mid-jump or something. I don't know. What I do know, though, is that he's got that dead. KXY is going to get killed off along with the Luna in the bottom lane. They stuck around a little bit too long and did not respect the Hawk and the flying vision it gives, and that made the monkey very vulnerable indeed. So, a little bit questionable from Infamous there. I feel like the initial play was nice to get heroes down to bottom, to defuse the push, to slow Crazy down a bit, but then feeding away a Monkey King and your Luna like that is just unnecessary and puts you in a very bad position now.
Dire's bottom tower.
Looks like they're actually
keeping.
keeping top. They know that HFN is probably going to be the next target as they've taken over the bottom area with Crazy. And they also want this outpost, right? 20-minute outpost, get some XP. Oh, Bane has been found. Oh boy, he is not long for this world, sir.
See you, buddy. He is taken out here as HFN does a lovely little dance.
Did they forget about the outpost? That they can take it? Oh, okay, now Moonman is like, hey bro, we can get this. Alright, there we go. Does AM have... What does he have? Oh, he has Illusion. I was shook. I was like, wait, he has a battle... He has a Manta already? 19 minutes? Nah, it's just Illusions.
We good. We're still in the realms of sanity here. Oh, does find himself an Aquila, though. It's pretty nice.
He's almost got it, though. He needs 300 more gold, then he'll have Manta. So technically, yeah, he does have it. He's actually very fun.
I know. I mean, the Roche is going to go down to Crazy, and this one is going to happen quickly. There's no chance of a steal from Infamous. It's just gone. So I mean, Paka's just trying to farm as much as humanly possible in the time now. You know, get that Manta online, maybe get himself like a Sanj or something.
Roshan has fallen to
Yeah, he needs like a Halberd or an Abyssal before he's battle ready. That's for sure. Like, there's no easy targets for him to take in this game, right? Maybe the Lion, he can Manta split on the Lion, but the Lion can still stun you up if you focus the floor. Even your counter spell is not going to be able to do anything against that.
Tower is under attack.
Clicks it on the floor.
I'm wondering what the AMQ's up here, because I know that the Heaven's Halberds. Oh no, they've got the Hawk on him again. Pakaz, buddy, oh, jumping across, just scotching under the bird's view here. It looks like he has dodged the gank, so was he safe for the time being? Although the British Brow waiting for him if he comes into this ancient camp here. Don't blink here. Don't blink here. Oh no, he's right on top of Bryle, but Bryle's actually running himself away. He's
because they make him play top. On Crazy, so they don't want to do 2 plays on 2 sides of the map at the same time.
That would be crazy. Toss back on Excelgood into a sleeping lion in the jungle. The lion sleeps tonight as he throws down the Hex onto the Bane, but unfortunately there's a Monkey King in the trees ready to set the trap and get the kill. They're looking for more here, actually. They're picking out Mimianda. Kezu's in as well, though. He's got the roll, throws it down onto the Bane, trying to run himself away on the sidelines with the Avalanche as well, covering their retreat here. But Mimianda's still hunting. He's jumping forwards here, tries to blink in. Meanwhile, Kezu will kill off Excelgood just with the illusion, well, with all his little creep army chopping through these heroes. Meanwhile, KXY runs away north.
He wants to cut the waves. He's in position to cut the waves right now because he knows Crazy, now that they've killed him, they just want to keep running at their side of the map, right? So he's got to make sure that these waves don't ever get past the river. So he will be able to buy himself some more time. Oh boy, Legion though. Next target.
Yeah, I actually think he could have blinked that. I'm not too sure. You can blink immediately after the X mark, so it doesn't do any damage to that spell, but unfortunately they're just all on top of Pepito right now, and he is going to get busted into the ground. See you later, buddy. That is a dead Legion commander. Yeah, I mean, Crazy playing fast, playing at a high pace. You know, this anti-mage, he is the most farmed hero in the game now, so he's managed to make a pretty good comeback, and they haven't really put too much pressure on his team since he's had this Battle Fury, but is this going to change anytime soon?
I have very high doubts about that. This Wraith King is just way too strong.
Yeah.
He's got a Halberd and a
middle
Radiance,
tower
right?
is
So
under
there's so much
attack.
mischance. Even the AM does go on him. A lot of the hits won't be doing anything. Look what he's playing right. It's also got an
Oh,
Aegis, right? So
monkey.
he doesn't mind. Oh, he
He's
got
been
him?
seen
Oh,
by
they
a
got
hawk,
him.
yeah, tossing him down into the creep wave with the avalanche as well. KheZy trying to chase him, does have the roar, got to get in range first, gets hit off just after the Jingu comes out. If he can turn around with a Boundless Strike, oh, he doesn't have it. He's just going to go down, and the finger will make sure of that from Aoi as they kill off the
Extra
Monkey King
damage.
again here.
Finger of Death kills. Gotta get it.
Radiant's top tower
Hell yeah,
is
bro.
under attack.
He's only on 2 right
Ooh.
now, though, so
Radiant
not.
structures.
Brow's also got a double damage rune in his model. So if an AM does decide to enter a fight and Mantis play, one cleave is going to kill those illusions. And it's going
That's
for an
not
AC
something you want to
next
mess
too.
with.
Radiant's top tower
Nope.
is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
KC
Bottom.
queued up from Bryle as the push comes in on the bottom lane. KheZy and Bryle, it's all they need to take this. They've got the Necro, they've got the drums, they've got the Inner Beast Aura. These towers go bye-bye very quickly. Meanwhile, Excelgud gets killed off by Moonmeander and Aoi. A little two-man gank, nice to see it.
Dire's bottom tower is
But
under
now the
attack.
TP's come back as this high ground is being thoroughly pushed in by the cores of Crazy.
Dire's middle tower is
The
under
sports
attack.
are away, the cores will play or push in this instance. They're throwing spells out onto HFN.
Oh, they
here,
found
but
the monkey.
HFN, he's got 3 lives. Oh, they got the monkey. They chopped down his trees here. KXY into the Beastmaster is having so
That's too
much
deep.
troubles.
Way too deep to try and go on that monkey in that area. Plus, he has a BKB, right? So if they don't chain all the stuns perfectly, or if the Legion would cast Pressy attack on the monkey, you just pop BKB, drop the Wukong's command, and things will look real bad. They're chasing the AM right now. You can't just straight up TP, can he? Okay. They're too far on the Tiny and the Lion.
Yeah.
He's good.
Meanwhile, they've got the duel out onto the Wraith King here. They're going to go for the triple kill
Got
on the
Aegis.
Wraith King. First life down. Life number 2. Let's go. Fortunately, Brawler is now arriving. BKB pop for the Monkey King here. Wants to try and get through life number 2 and take that Aegis off HFN. Does he have the damage, though? Doesn't look like he does. Meanwhile, Bane goes for a very optimistic Fiend Scope, but he's going to get immediately incinerated by Moon Meander. Meanwhile, the Monkey King bouncing around all over the place like a tennis ball as they look over towards Michael. Michael on the run, getting burned up by the Radiance, which is ironic, but she is a Fire Lady herself. Meanwhile, Peter on the run.
they
They
got the
will
Aegis.
take the Aegis on the Wraith King at the very least, but I'm not sure it's going to turn into much more than this. They turn around, they get the Legion Commander Brawl, X marks him back in, and that's going to be another kill going the way of Crazy. Now, I don't
gotta
want to
wave too.
say anything, but I mean, trying to go on to that Wraith King was the most optimistic kill I've seen in my life. I mean, the guy's got 3 lives. What were they
Wow.
hoping for there? I don't know. Meanwhile,
Very
Lena, oh dear. That's a toss back. That's a kill. Moon Meander creating opportunities for his team. They're on the middle barracks and they're looking for more.
I mean, you say optimistic, but I think they were really hoping there was nobody else there to come help this Wraith King for like a solid 2 minutes or something.
At least the creep waves are being cut, though.
They got the racks already. I mean, the only reason why they didn't lose all these towers early in the game is because of the cutting the
Oh,
anti-mage.
hexed out onto the anti-mage. They might have
Oh,
him here.
God.
They've got a stun as well. Finger
They
coming
do.
out. KheZy's got the raw, chaining it nicely, and that is a dead Manti-Mage.
Yep. Classic
Rippers.
AM game. That's what this is right here.
Farms for 25
Classic.
minutes and then dies solo and the game gets ended. No, he's played a good game. I honestly think this AM's played well. It's just the nature of the drafts and the nature of the way Crazy have played it. And Infamous didn't really have the answers. I think the Monkey King
I'ma
was
tell you-
actually... Go on.
I'm gonna tell you one thing though, like this is not an anti-mage game.
No.
So it doesn't matter how well he plays, if it's not an anti-mage game, you're never gonna
Oh
win.
no, Monkey King taking off the trees again. Luckily there's a stun to stop KheZy just running in and murdering the dude, but he's still taking a ton of damage from these illusions, from the balls, from the Necro units. Excelgud's gonna get picked off. KXY's got the BKB, can't get up to the trees though. Can he actually? They need a right click on him. Nope, he gets himself up there. The tree, oh my god, nearly gets taken down again there. Meanwhile, Moomiander goes deep for Michael here. Michael playing around with a double damage Tiny, not something he wants to mess with, although he does have a decent amount of damage to throw back into Moomiander. But here comes the X-Marks, here comes the turret, and there comes a kill. Michael goes down, and now they look over towards pushing in these towers and taking these barracks. The Anti-Mage won't be back for another 10 seconds. Any dreams of cutting the wave are just non-existent right now. This Rax is going down, and I have a feeling Crazy just want to move themselves up to top and put an end to this game. This is a Radiance, Heaven's Halberd, Moonshard, Wraith King, by the way.
Welcome back.
He's just queuing up loads of meme items. He had a Midas queued up for a bit, now queues up the singular plate mail. He's goofing HFN, he's having a good time. This game is feeling very in the bag for them, and for good reason.
Yeah, they picked AM.
Oh god, oh yeah, the Monkey King, he's gonna get dropped. And what's the Monkey King even on? Monkey King is currently 3 and 4. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Just some very high impact deaths late in the game as Michael gets himself cut down. Oh man, this is just like watching a lion run around a pit of like little shrews or something.
No, this is what you call PvE.
Yeah.
This is a one-sided game. They're just doing what they need to do and nothing else ends up mattering.
Yeah,
on the side of crazy.
I mean, Beastmaster into Monkey King is just like a super unplayable matchup, it feels like. I mean, how do you even do that? What do you even bring to that? You know, there's hawks in the air, there's axes to take down your trees, there's a roar to lock you down. He's just a sad boy. Look at this sad boy. This sad boy's getting killed. This is now a dead boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay for him to play if he didn't have a burden on his team, right? Somebody.
Don't worry, Anti-Mage going into the backlines. Here we go, 1v5. Anti-Mage gonna make the big turnaround. Oh, he's dead.
Dyer's top barracks are under attack.
GG. There you go.
Classic.
There it comes. You know, I get paid to bring the hype, guys. We didn't have any hype this game. I had to give you something. So yeah, just a bit of flourish. You know, don't call it fake hype. It's what I'm paid to do. But no, Crazy do end up with a victory and a bit of a slam in here. There was no chance. There was no chance for Infamous in this game. Unfortunately, it just felt like a drafting issue, a hero issue, a playstyle issue. As Crazy just lay too much pressure and just constantly just chasing them. They're just like hungry dogs after the scraps of meat which are being left around for them. Poor old Infamous. They really didn't have a good game plan on this one, and they do get punished accordingly. I felt like the Monkey King had a decent time in lane and then just got chain killed. Like he just got hunted across the map because the